Hey guys, welcome back. Christina here from This Mom's Tale. So I just wanted to do kind of like a impromptu vegetable garden tour. But before I start that, I just wanted to show you guys some stuff I picked up from the garden centers today. My goal was to just pick up some annuals and some clearance flowers to add to the vegetable garden because I want to bring in more pollinators right now. Um, so I'll show you guys where I went. I went to Home Depot, Lowe's, and Walmart, and yeah, that's it. So I think I'm going to start right here since I'm looking this way, and I'm just going to start with Home Depot. Again, I just wanted to focus on getting like clearance stuff and annuals. So I actually picked up a couple of these sweet potato vines. I just really like the color. These were not on clearance, but they are some pretty annuals. I just wanted some more green to add to some flower boxes in the garden. Again, I'll show you guys after I'm done planting everything, like what I did with it all. So I got two of those. Those were $3.98. I also picked up a packet of zinnias. There was no zinnias, so I had to get seeds. I wanted to throw some seeds out there. I also picked up, these are, what are they called again? The salvia. I think they're like $11, but you know, you get a pretty good amount. Again, if I don't end up sticking these in the vegetable garden, then I'll stick them somewhere in my front yard. I just, again, wanted some color. So all of those were not on sale. I did get some clearance items. This beautiful plant, they actually had some geraniums there on clearance. So this was $5 for this huge pot, and obviously all the blooms have already gone through, but I love geraniums. They pretty much last all year, come back every year if you take care of them. And it's cute. It had a cute little flag attached to it. So I thought that was really cute for $5. And then I got a couple smaller ones. These ones still had some blooms on them, but these were clearance for $1.50. So I picked up two of those. Again, I'm not positive I'm going to stick these out in the vegetable garden, but we will see. So I got those from Home Depot. I actually wanted to go back a few days ago. They had some clearance roses, some pretty yellow roses for $5. Obviously they didn't look the best, but you know, roses are pretty hardy. So I was kind of hoping to get those, but they didn't have them. So I was kind of bummed about that. Now the only thing I got at Lowe's was these couple of plants right here. They didn't have any clearance there that I really was interested in. All they had were lilies, and to be honest, like I just have nothing to do with lilies right now. So I just picked up a couple of interesting plants that I don't have. This one is actually called a Pinot Noir sweet bell pepper. It's kind of like a blackish purpley color. I just thought that was really pretty. So I'm gonna stick that in the garden and see how it does. And I also picked up a strawberry plant. My strawberries are just not doing good. So I'm going to stick this down. Hopefully it does good. It's already shooting out another shoot. I think if I stick this in the ground, I can probably get another strawberry plant out of that. So I picked that up. And then I also picked up some fish fertilizer. I've been reading up a lot about this and want to throw this in with my watering can, give some of my plants some extra fertilizer. And then I went to Walmart. So I got all this from Walmart. I also picked up this from Home Depot, just some extra potty mix. So these ones were not on sale, but they're $2.84. These are the Celosia. I just really like the colors. I think they're pretty, just pop out in the vegetable garden. Again, just to bring some more pollinators. I also picked up these because they were only $3.20. And what are they? The Calabrosha. I think I'm saying that right. It looks like it'll spread, so maybe kind of a ground cover. Again, I'm not positive these are going to go in the vegetable garden, but I'll show you guys what I do with those when I'm done. And the last thing was for $5.62 from Walmart is some beautiful echinacea. Look how big this plant is. I'm actually considering going back before they sell out because they had quite a bit, but you know, clearance stuff does sell pretty fast around here. So if I find a good place to put it and I decide I need to get another one, I'll run out to Walmart and get another one. But for now, I think that's going to go in the vegetable garden. So that is everything that I picked up today. I'm going to go ahead and go plant some of this stuff in the garden, and then I'll show you guys the vegetable garden when I'm done. So stay tuned. Okay, so I'm coming out to the garden right now. I finished planting most of everything I showed you. I apologize, the air conditioner just went on, so it's right here. Before I go too far, I'm going to show you I have some shrubs, and then I put in some lavender bushes in between, and it goes all the way down with some mulch. The lavender is kind of dying off for the season, but I do have a little bit more growth coming in, if you guys can see that. That is the English lavender. So, oh, pirate, Someone let you out, huh? Okay. So this is the tomato bed. Let me also just apologize. My beds are falling apart. This is probably the last season I'll get to use them. I'm gonna, see if my husband can make me some new ones or repair some for next year. But let's go jump right in. So this is a Roma tomato bush. This is the indeterminate variety. Or no, sorry. This is the determinate. Excuse me. So I ended up buying this at Lowe's, I believe. Most of my tomato plants didn't make it, my seedlings. The only ones that did make it are my pink Germans, which are over here, and I'll show you guys those in a second. So I have some Roma tomatoes, which I put this netting around it to kind of keep the birds away so I can give my tomatoes a chance. They're green still, so I got some growth, just waiting on those. And then you can see I put the, what are they called? The Celosa or whatever. I put them down here. Just to give some more flower color when you walk in. Plus I wanted, like I said, some more of the pollinators to come and, pollinate my tomatoes. This right here is a yellow pear tomato, indeterminate. I picked this one up as Lowe's as well. As you can see, I've got barely some little baby, they're dropping leaves, little baby tomatoes growing. These are the little ones, the heirloom variety. And then this one is actually the same as this. When I purchased this one, it actually had 2 plants. So I was able to get in a second plant from that. So we'll see how long it takes for this one to grow. It's pretty small. Hopefully it doesn't get too hot. This is one of my German plants that is struggling over here. This one is also, these 2 right here are the ones I grew from seed. No tomatoes yet, but they are huge. They should probably get to the top of this trellis that we put in. So yeah, just waiting on those. I got tons of flowers, but no tomatoes yet. At least I haven't found any, unless they're hiding in there. I decided to put my strawberry plants over here. As I mentioned before, they're just struggling. So this is the one I purchased. I showed you guys today. This is what's left of my other one. And then this is actually, like I showed you, the growth from this plant as well. If you stick it in the ground, it should sprout some of its own roots, and then I can separate them and hopefully get another strawberry plant. So we'll see. I hope that I can get these before the critters get to them. So we'll see. Got a lot of squirrels around here. I put some of my salvia plants back here. This is just leftover. I didn't know what to do with the rest. I went ahead and planted some carrot seeds along here. I don't know how it's going to do. We'll see. I'm kind of getting started for my fall garden. Also, just more carrots down here. I did water this morning. I haven't mulched, you guys. I'm so bad about that. So, yeah. I have a couple of, these are jalapeno plants. As you can see, I've got some pretty big jalapenos. I'm going to let them grow kind of big because I want to pickle them. So, this is the echinacea. I ended up sticking it right here next to my watermelon. Oops. Didn't get a chance to plant the zinnias yet. Hopefully I can do that later when the sun goes down. It's a little hot right now. So that's my watermelon. No watermelons yet, but I do have some growth and little buds right there, as you can see. This is pretty much open. I plan to put a lot of I have started some broccoli, cauliflower, what else? Asparagus, and I'm planning to just kind of use this as like my main fall garden. I wanted to do a bunch of like lettuce and cabbage as well, so I might do that in here as well once I get rid of the watermelon. We'll see. Again, I'm kind of just, we'll see. We'll play around with it. Around here I have one yellow squash plant. That's all that made it from seed this year. Usually my yellow squash is kind of like 50-50. Sometimes I do good, sometimes I don't. But next to it is a zucchini, and the zucchini always does very well for me out here. This one doesn't have any zucchinis yet, but I do have some on the other plants. I'll show you guys. These ones are all serrano plants. And I do need to these are kind of falling over. As you can see, I have little serranos. They're not changing colors yet, so I'll wait till those are red and I'll pull them off. Just got some flowers again to kind of keep the bugs away. And these are my habaneros. I have 5 habaneros, no habanero peppers yet, so I'm still waiting on that. Hey Dex. So yeah, moving along. Under my little pergola here, this is my sun parasol. I put her up in here. She's doing okay. You can tell she's kind of like, you know, I think she's about done for the season, but we'll see. Let's see if she comes back. I usually don't do too well with hanging plants, so this is my basil pot. Basil does okay for me. As you can tell, it's flowering. I didn't really want it to get to flowering. I've been trying to keep picking the buds off because I don't want them to flower. So I ended up putting more of the Celosa here with my red sweet potato plant vine. I have dill and cilantro seeds growing in here as well. I don't know how they'll do. These pots, for some reason, just, I don't know, my plants don't do very well in them. My basil, however, is doing okay. So I have purple basil, regular basil. I don't know the name of this flower. These two plants right here, you guys, are my mums from last fall. And they're pretty big. They're about ready to flower again for the fall, so I'm looking really excited for that. I didn't think that they'd grow back, but they did. I trimmed them way down, got rid of all the dead sticks, and they're coming back. So just some more, these are carnations. I have one over here, one over there. In the back, this is kind of a mess, but we're working on it. I have a grapevine. We're trying that again. Sun parasol in the back. She was actually here, but I got this shrub that I really like. I can't remember the name of it. Oh, great. And then there's a helicopter. I don't know. Sorry about that. I'm trying to get the helicopter out of here. Anyways, I really like the flowers. I really wanted some wisteria, but wisteria doesn't really grow that great out here in the desert. At least I haven't tried it, but I know it's not really zoned for out here. So I really like the fact that this was purple flowers and kind of reminded me of wisteria. So I'm hoping to, trellis it along. I have this is another lavender plant, just kind of thrown in a pot. You can tell it's kind of looking sad right there. This is the same as the other side. This is where my strawberries used to be. For some reason, they just did not do well here. I don't know why, but they didn't. And then this is my rosemary pot. I'm going to have to probably repot her close to next season. She's already getting too big for that one. Here's my other carnation. This is my oregano that just kind of went to seed, and it's kind of just looking huge. I need to trim that up a little bit. And then this is a Mexican sunflower that has not bloomed yet. Pirate, get out of there. Get. My animals just love to follow me. Get out of there. Come on. Just my hummingbird feeder. Over here I have blackberries that have not given me any berries this year. But I did buy her when she was almost dead. So I'm, maybe next season, but she's looking happy. I put the rest of the salvia right here. Another flower. This is a blueberry bush. Again, I bought them pretty small, so I probably won't see any berries this year, but maybe next year. I can't remember the names of these little flowers, but these are the ones I showed you that I hauled today. Yeah, so I put them right here and right there, and then I have my cucumbers growing on this arch trellis that I put up and my husband put up. I have cucumbers growing on this one. Let me show you on this side. In the back I have some radishes I put, but they're not growing yet. So those are pretty big cucumbers. I'm gonna try to let them grow pretty big so I can have them in my salads. I also have pickling cucumbers that haven't given me anything yet. These are sweet sugar snap peas, excuse me. The same things on this side. As you can tell, I put the rest of the salvia in the back. They grow random, just enough for snacking. Next year I'll definitely plant more. As you can see, I have some that just need to be picked. Like, they get too big, and then, yeah. So I'm gonna take those in and probably eat them with my lunch. Here's some of my zucchinis. They are doing pretty good. Maybe another week I'll pick those. Green beans. Oh, and then here is my loofah. You guys, I'm growing loofah. Look how tall it's getting under my arch. I have like 3 plants right there. They all kind of squished together a little bit. But I don't have any loofahs yet, so that'll be interesting. I do have a little cluster of what I think is, I don't know if you guys can see that, but little cluster. And then behind that I have my bell peppers. My bell pepper seeds did not do very well this year, so I had to go buy them from the nursery. So I got a yellow pepper. This is the green. This one was an accident purchase, a Fresno chili. I thought it was a bell pepper, but oops, whatever. It's actually growing a pepper. I see it right there. And then this is the one I picked up today, the Pinot Noir. This is like the black purple one, which is kind of cool. So this is probably actually almost ripe. Yeah, I don't know if it'll get any bigger than that, but that's another zucchini plant. And then again, the salvia is in the back. So that was a tour of the garden, you guys. There's the greenhouse my husband built for me this year. It was a blessing for the spring. So I'll get to enjoy it and get more use of it this coming season. Gets a little started earlier for the, started a little earlier for the season for next season. Next grow season. But anyways, that is it, you guys. That's the tour. I'm gonna go inside and get some water. I'm very thirsty. It's hot out here, and even though there's no sun today, it's pretty hot. And I'm gonna go inside, get some water, and get some lunch because I'm pretty hungry. And that was it. I hope you guys enjoyed a tour of the vegetable garden. I know I haven't shared a tour out here in a long time. As you can see, we haven't really done too much to the actual ground. I would love to rip all this up and just put rock in the back. I would like to put another long box, you know, for more growing. But again, we'll see next season. So until then, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.